You're like, is this? That's what we put.
Tonight is a friend's birthday.
How you been?
Okay.
Is there any more olive rolls or no?
Sold out.
Sold out? Can I just, oh, what's similar? Can I just get like a, something similar to it? Yes, sir. I'll get a rosemary. Dude, nice to you. Hope everything's well. Thank you.
Hi.
Hi, I'm too good to go.
Too good to go. The code NHC1. Merry Christmas. No, just kidding.
Thank you.
Have fun.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.